Seattle Mariner fans, this is not a test. This is not a dream. Your team is as good as you thought they were, as good as you'd hope they'd be. And in all honesty, they might even be better. And it's pretty wild to see. Dodger fans, you guys also have a team that is good as you thought it would be when healthy, and they are healthy. However, they have a bullpen that is worse than you would have ever imagined. And it's pretty unbelievable. This is the Hold My Ball podcast. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into the Mariners and Blue Jays because this has been pretty unbelievable. And I don't care what anybody says. Mariners fan, believe in them, yada, yada. Nobody saw this coming. Just nobody saw it coming. After a 15-inning game that they scrapped with Detroit, they get on the plane, they lose 3 hours, they have a little off day / travel day, whatever you want to call it. They show up. They give up a leadoff bomb in the bottom of the first on the first pitch thrown in Toronto. Springer goes yard. Here we go. They're going to do exactly what they did to the Yankees, same thing to the Mariners. Blue Jays are World Series bound. It's looked like it from first pitch of playoffs for them. Not so, my friend. That would be the last hit they get in game one. Too bad, so sad. Thanks for coming. Game over. Raleigh goes yard. Polanco he's the MVP. It's pretty crazy. Game two rolls around. Different story. Top of the first. Mariners put up three. Now Toronto's going, here we go again. This is unbelievable. Who are these guys? But they answer in the bottom of the first, 2 runs. Then they get another one in the third or the second. So now it's 3-3 after 2. But here's the crazy thing. It's deja vu all over again with a little more hitting on the Mariners side. Game 1, they go yard on the first pitch they see, and that's the last hit they get. Game 2, they collect 5 hits in the first 2 innings. The score is 3-3. And then from the 3rd inning through the 9th, Toronto would collect 1 more hit. A lonely single in like the 5th. Nothing going. Meanwhile, Seattle's over here putting pressure, not striking out, doing what they're supposed to be doing. This to me is a very interesting game. It's an interesting series already because the thing with the Mariners is they're in the best spot because they fooled everybody. And by the time you realize you're fooled, it's a little too late. They weren't even supposed to make the playoffs with a few weeks to go. And then they end up winning the division. And you go, okay, they're hot, but they're not that good because a team that was about to miss playoffs can't be that good. But they are that good. And you don't believe it until it happens. That's what they have going for them. You can't really believe in them until they continue to get it done, and then you're forced to believe. And by the time you're forced to believe, it's like it's too late. I promise you, Toronto didn't take them lightly, but in the first game, with all the outside circumstances of the Detroit series and the traveling and all that, I guarantee everybody thought Toronto was going to roll through game 1. I think we all thought it was going to be a series. Mariners have very good pitching. They have very few holes in their lineup, which is the crazy thing. I mean, that is a tough lineup to navigate. Very tough. It doesn't really end. It's not like everybody on there's got power, got pop, going to put it out of the yard on you. But it is like everybody's going to scrap, and you don't get any breaks on guys that are going to go up and put together a gritty at bat and challenge you. Pitchers got to work. They got to really work against this Seattle team. And when you put the ball in play and you make things happen, things happen. This is a 10-3 ball game today. It ended 10-3. Toronto had 5 hits and 3 runs after 2 innings, and the next 7 innings, they went 1 hit, 0 runs. Well, the Mariners tacked on 7. Naylor goes yard. I called it. I felt good about it. I said, I love this dude. He was 2 for 3 on the day. I said, I think he's got a tank in him right here. Bam! Naylor. Gave the old Fred McGriff, too. Woo. The old school wraparound. This Mariners team is dangerous. They're very dangerous. Even when they get to the juggernauts, if they get to the World Series, if they get there, and let's say the Dodgers also get there, the Dodgers will probably be heavy favorites just because they're the Dodgers. And people go, yeah, Seattle's had a nice run, but this is the Dodgers. They're healthy, yada, yada. It's not going to matter. If they get there, it's anybody's game. It's a coin flip. They're as good as the next team, if not possibly better. And it's crazy to see. And I love it. Truthfully, I love it. I hope they sweep Toronto. I hope the Cinderella story of Seattle and the nostalgia they carry with them and their fans and the culture, I hope they get to the World Series. I really, really do. And I would love to see them do it in dominating fashion. If I had to guess, I think this is going to go a lot like the Yankees series went with Toronto, where Toronto jumps out, dominates them. The Yankees win one. You're like, okay, now here we go. It's possible. The Yankees probably are the better team or should be. And you get a little bit of like, it's possible. Yeah, Yankees win one here. No, the better team was Toronto. It wasn't even close. Yankees didn't stand a chance. Looking at the first two games, I'm going to guess the same thing's going to happen. Toronto's going to win one at some point, and people are going to go, okay, they might win game 3. And you go, okay, 2-1. Here we go. Seattle, I think, is probably going to bounce back, win game 3, game 4. They're going to be up 3-1. And Toronto's not coming back with that. They scrap on offense. Scrap. They got some boppers at the lineup. Guys that are going to leave the yard on you at any given moment. And if there's guys that are not going to leave the yard on you at any moment, there's guys that will kill you with a clutch hit at any moment. And then the pitching staff and the bullpen might be the best in the league. Wu might be coming back here Friday or whatever it is. They're only getting better. More importantly than the offense, than the defense, than the pitching, they got temperature. The temperature in Seattle is hot, and they're hot. And everybody knows all you got to do is get hot at the right time. And the right time is about 2 to 3 weeks left in the season, and you roll it straight into playoffs. It's exactly what they've done. And they're fun to watch. I want to see them in the World Series. Moving on to the Dodgers and the Brewers. Game 1 of the NLCS was a good one. I think it's what people expected, honestly. Snellzilla, baby. Snellzilla. When he's on, he's as good as anybody's ever been in the game. 8 innings, 1 hit, 10 Ks, 0 walks today. He's a savage. This guy is an absolute savage. And he looks like a guy who's been waiting to pitch for the Dodgers in the postseason. He's getting his chance, and he's doing exactly what he said he would do. He's doing exactly what he wants to do. He's doing exactly what the team needs him to do, which is go late into games because you want to avoid that bullpen at all costs. He did come out with 103 pitches after 8 innings. Hindsight, I think Dave goes, yeah, we're going to roll him back out there for the 9th. He's at the 7, 8, 9 hitters. The only thing I could think was Sasaki's been so good for 5 1/3 innings in the playoffs. You feel comfortable rolling him out there. If he's been doing what he's continued to do, great. He did not. He did not do that. Freeman goes big hit, big bomb. He hits it. What you call a moonshot. This thing looked like it was straight up, straight down, almost hit the top of the roof. 1-0 ball game. They score another run later. 2-0. Going into the 9th. Feeling good. Bottom 9. Sasaki comes into close. Goes 0.2 innings. Not a great line from him. 1 hit, 1 earned run. You got to pop out to start the inning. He got a sac fly, and he walked 2 guys. Left the game 2-1. Tying run, I want to say, on 2nd or 3rd. Enter Blake Trinan. Blake Trinan. It ended up working out. Yelich steals 2nd. Now you got the tying run on 3rd, the winning run on 2nd. Contreras up. First batter Trinan sees. Walks him on a competitive at bat, but I don't think he was too worried about walking him. Contreras is good. He's really good. So you walk him. Now you got bases loaded. You got an out at every base. Makes it a lot easier on the defense. And you got Terang up to bat. And Blake Trinan, competitive, goes after him, throws some good pitches, and he gets him to chase at a ball 3-4 balls up out of the zone. Not normal for this Brewers team. He's very selective. They're very good at the plate. They're very similar to the Mariners in a sense of you're going to have to scrap away. These at-bats are going to be tough. But the story in this one is, to me, Dodgers had 11 Ks as a defense. Their pitchers had 11 Ks. They walked. What'd they walk here? Let me look. 3. 11 Ks. They walked 3 guys. The Dodgers had 4 strikeouts and 6 walks. You're not going to win that way. If you're not going to hit, you're not going to win. But if you're going to put guys on for free and these guys are going to be putting balls in play on you, it's not going to be a good recipe. And the Dodgers tried, man. They tried there in the end. Savicki, didn't have it the way he normally does. Trinan comes in, gets it out. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to say this right now. If the Dodgers win the World Series, the headline in the newspaper is going to be Los Angeles Dodgers defeat Los Angeles Dodgers bullpen to win the World Series 2025. I mean, it's unbelievable what this is because they're all so good. They're proven. They've shown it. They've done it. And it's almost like a mix of being snake bit and just leaving stuff over the plate, not locating. It's the weirdest thing to watch. It's like when the bullpen comes in, it's like the Twilight Zone. It feels like the only guy that you truly know what you're getting when they come into the game as a reliever is the man. I'm drawing a blank on his friggin' name. I can't believe it. He's my favorite. What the hell, bro? How is this possible? This is my favorite. Vesia. Alex Vesia. You know what you're getting with Vesia. You don't exactly know what the result's going to be, but you know you're about to get the guy that comes into the game that is more fired up than anybody's ever been to be on a baseball field in their entire lives. He's going to compete. He's going to throw competitive pitch after competitive pitch. He's going to come right after somebody with some balls. He's not worried about it. And that's what you're going to get out of him. And you know that. Everybody else that comes out of that pen, unfortunately, you lean towards, oh no. You just have more, this isn't going to work than you have, this game's over. We win. You have more, how is it going to go wrong tonight? And I love that Dave put Trinan in tonight. I wish Dave would have left Snell in, let him complete the game. At that point, yeah, Sasaki makes sense. He's been good, but also it's Blake it's Blake Snell's game. It's his game to lose. After the game, he said, I felt really good in the last 3 innings. 6, 7, 8. Felt really good. I mean, you get him out there 15, 16, 17 pitches. He finishes at 120. You get a W and you don't touch your bullpen. That to me makes sense. I mean, I guess at that point, if he does get a runner on, that's probably the call. Hey, go get him, baby. 1 runner, we're going to pull you. And then at that point, you don't want to put Sasaki in to close with traffic already on the bases. Maybe he wanted a clean inning for him. It just didn't work out. But this Dodgers team, man, their biggest battle, I'm not telling you anything you don't know if you've been watching them, is that bullpen. It's scary and it's weird. But the Dodgers are doing what they do. Freddie Freeman, you let that guy get going, this lineup you're in trouble. Ohtani, very good. Hasn't done much of anything. You get him going. The team is there. They're healthy. They're good. I think they're gonna win this series 4-1. 4-2 at best for Milwaukee. And I like Milwaukee. I think I said they were the most complete team in the playoffs before it started. I still think that. I still think it. The Mariners are kind of starting to look a little more complete to me, but this Brewers team, there is no, other than Yelich, I don't think there's superstars flying around for this team. And when you're a team like the Dodgers, you don't have to play the best baseball on the planet. You have so much talent that you can get by without playing really, really good baseball. When you're like the Brewers and you don't have that kind of talent, but you have dudes, you have to play really good baseball. That's how they got the most wins in the league this year, by playing really good, fundamental, sound, pressure. We get on, we get over, we get in, we run, we sprint, we hustle, we make you make plays, we force the defense's hand. We try not to strike out a lot tonight. Tough assignment in Blake Snell, and they pitch. I just think they're the most complete actual baseball team in the brand of baseball they play that is left in the playoffs. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I just don't think it's going to be enough. Good example, Dodgers. And we'll talk about this real quick because everybody's been talking about it all night. The play, the grand slam turned into a double play, turned into probably in the scorebook a 400 foot. What do you call that? Who caught the ball? The shortstop? Center field throws it to short. Do you call that a 400 foot 6-2 to 3 to what, 5? Is that a 6-2 to 5 double play? Or a 6-2 double play? Because he just ran it over to third. It's absolutely insane. For those of you watching, if you want to know what happened, Frelick went back. He robbed a home run, hit his glove, hit the wall, and then he caught it on the way down. It confused everybody. Mainly what happened was Teoscar's on third. He goes back right away and tags. He's not planning on sprinting. He's planning on probably watching it go over the fence. Home run. We jog home. So it hits his glove. He goes, ooh, takes off a little bit, and then he sees the bobble and he sees him catch it, and just a human being's brain says, and let me go back and tag just in case, I guess. We know it's the rule that once it touches the fielder's glove or the fielder in any capacity at all, you take off when you're tagging. It doesn't have to be caught. Otherwise, somebody could bobble it like a Savannah banana and volley it all the way to the infield and catch it and go, you can't tag. So it's the second that ball is touched by a fielder in the air, you're gone. Teoscar knows this, but it's a weird play. And if he jumps up and it hits his glove and floats in the air and he catches it without it touching the wall, then it's a catch. But because it touched the wall, it's not a catch. So now that's where this turns into a force at home. There's a force out at home. Will Smith, I think, was on second. He's confused. They don't know if it called a catch or what, so he stays kind of on second. Contreras gets the out at home, force out, bang, bang play, and then he just jogs to third and gets Will Smith out for a double play. A pretty incredible play all the way around. Touche to Contreras for knowing that it was a force play. He saw the umpire out in left field, call safe, no catch. And he immediately turned into a first baseman when that relay came in, kept his foot on home plate, boom, realized that nobody was going to third, goes over there, steps on third, inning over. So heads up play by Contreras, great athletic play by Frelick. But this is what I'm saying. When you have as much talent as the Dodgers, those things hurt you, but they don't kill you. That's the bottom line. So it's going to be interesting to see how both of these series pan out. If you're asking me right now, I'm saying Dodgers 4-1, possibly 4-2, and I'm saying Seattle sweep or 4-1 at best. That's what I'm saying. And I'll stand by it. And I have, gone back and forth throughout the course of this playoff series as things go. I did not believe in the Mariners whatsoever. I do now. I'm a big believer in them. I like what I see. I've watched almost all their games. They're very good. It's a very good team. I would prefer to play as a Dodger fan. If they make it to the World Series, I think right now the toughest task is Mariners, Brewers, Blue Jays. That's what I think. So would I prefer the Blue Jays to come back and win and then Dodgers see them if they would get past Brewers? Yes. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to get a Dodgers, Seattle Mariners World Series, and it's going to be pretty incredible. This is the show today. You guys are watching this on a Tuesday morning. We'll be live streaming at 5:08 for the Dodgers Game 2. I don't even know who's on the mound here. Let me check real quick to see what we got rolling because this is going to be a fun one. I think this whole series is going to be fun. Yoshinobu Yamamoto versus Freddie Peralta. That's going to be good. That's going to be real good. Peralta's 1-1 in the playoffs with 9 innings and 15 Ks to 5 walks. Yamamoto, 10 innings, 11 Ks, 3 walks. Whew. That's going to be a scrap. It's going to be another battle. It's going to be a lot of fun. 5 o'clock. You go to my Instagram. You can go to wherever you want. But I'm going to be on Playback. Playback. That is where we'll stream this game. It is fun. We have a little community in there. We jump in. We watch the game. We talk. We chat. We have a great time. Join us. This is the Hold My Ball podcast. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like it, subscribe, share, do whatever. Anything you guys can do for free that helps me push this podcast out to as many people as possible, I will forever be in debt to you. Thanks for being here. We'll check you guys on the next episode.